This right here, very satisfying and probably by far the best way on a budget to have analog gear.
And we go up, up in silence. This time I know we make it. This time it's gonna be real. But if we just pretend it, who are we?
Good morning.
Morning.
Do you know where the trash cans are?
No, I was already looking for.
I think someone stole them.
Why?
I don't know. If anyone out there watching this video has seen 3 garbage cans, gray garbage cans, like this height, one with a yellow lid, one with a blue one with a gray one, full with trash and smelling like shit, please let me know if you've seen them anywhere. We need them. It's crazy.
Yeah. I wish I had some trash can myself.
I think we need a camera up there. Like there's too much shit happening here. People peeing in there and stuff. Ja, wir vermissen 3 Mülltonnen.
Ja, die sind am Montag zu uns gekommen.
Ach, die sind wirklich... Der Wind war's. There they are. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I really thought someone stole them, but apparently it was so windy that our neighbor was so nice to give them shelter. I could have sworn it was one of the truckers peeing in there, taking it back home as a toilet replacement. But yeah, I mean, it's good, because these trash cans are expensive, and I didn't really want to go to the police and report this kind of shit. Problem number 1 today solved. We now need to tie them somehow, because it gets really windy here in the harbor, but yeah, happy they're back. Now, work.
Yay.
All done with the business stuff, mainly promoting my next upcoming release, and now we're having a guest here, special guest. That's Sebastian.
Hi.
Sebastian is the nice guy that got me all of that gear. It's his gear actually, and I'm allowed to use it because you don't need it, or no need for gear. Like here, almost this entire rack is his, and he's also the one that builds these. How long does it take to make one of these?
Depends on the module, actually.
But a day, 2, 3?
So something like this takes maybe an hour.
Really?
Yeah. And this 4 or 5 hours.
That's
but
crazy.
I already made like 12 of these, so the first one took 6 or 7 hours. And
so it's Legos for adults.
especially if you build them in parallel, then it's way faster.
And how much are the parts? So if someone wants to build their own synthesizer, their own compressor or EQ?
So I think these are like maybe $300, something like this. But I try to build only stuff that you can't buy in retail.
But so you still save a lot compared to the original ones.
It's basically if you're
a
able
third,
to no more than, I think that it's half as expensive.
So that's actually the cheapest way to get analog gear.
Yeah. Especially these 500 series, because there's so much unfinished stuff, because basically everything is done except the metal work, and then you have to source the rack, a power supply, and then you have to do all this complicated internal cabling.
So the 500 series are way easier.
Yeah, it's basically plug and play.
So this one right here is like one of these 500 series racks. You just put it into the slot and it should work.
Have you already tested? Because
these two are not working. Because these two have like the extra plug.
You can't put this one in, right? Yes.
Yeah, it's just like so that it doesn't get any dust.
I've read online that this rack with preamps is a bit noisy, so maybe you can do a comparison between my rack and this one on high gain settings.
But these two modules, they have like this extra pin at the back. So and they don't fit in there.
Normally the 500 series runs on 16 volt rails. Some circuits need higher voltage for the op amps, for example, and so some clever guys on this group DIY forum invented this special format where you have 2 extra pins, and these carry the 24 volts basically. And this is a very famous DIY tube preamp. The inventor has a company, it's called Gyraf.
Yes.
So they also built very fine mastering equipment. Then some smart guy converted this to this 500, or it's called 51X, this special format.
Yeah.
And this one is even more special because tube circuits normally use way higher voltages, very dangerous voltages, and you have a converter here which transformed this 24 volts into the lethal voltages of tube equipment. If you use this in the future and you try to change it, wait maybe one day before you plug it out, because some of these capacitors they
still have voltage.
They keep the voltage quite long, and you don't want these nasty high voltage spikes.
Okay. So you see, Sebastian is an absolute studio equipment, basically everything nerd.
Yeah.
He's also very good with room acoustic and everything. We will now just play a little around with that stuff, and you maybe also want to listen to the big speakers?
Yes. At least for a second.
Vielen Dank. Bye bye. Bye. The nicest guy on planet Earth, like so much equipment, like so nice preamps. Let me show you all of it. So we got here 2 new preamps. These are by APP Studio Inc. And Sebastian said they're like more modern sounding. And these 2 preamps are classic AP preamps, VP28. Sure, you're familiar with the sound. And then a second one of the Shaper mastering EQs. Definitely need to test them. And everything is now nicely connected in here. Then we got like one more that needs a slot, so I might have to buy another 500 series. This one right here is for like coloring the sounds, and you can actually exchange these 3 with those, so you can like have different colorings. This one is like a distortion unit, and you can change it to something that does some EQing or like different colors basically. And the preamp still needs those 2 tubes to just go in there before you can use it. But I think with these 4, I'm now all set here in the studio for recording. I will have the next recording session at the end of the month. I just booked the flights for the singer-songwriter. He's from Berlin. You all know him. He's the one that did the vocals on my All About song. So we're working probably on 2 tracks on 2 days. One of them will be a direct follow-up to All About, and I can't wait. It's like one of my favorite songs, also the oldest. I think we recorded it like 10 years ago or something like that, and then it took me 4 years to actually release it and find the label for it. And then it was like caught in that label, and I had to get a lawyer to get it out of there, and now it's on my own label. So just really looking forward to make another one. I hope you're as excited as me. By the way, let me know if you're interested like in a full episode with Sebastian. I talked with him about it. He's interested, so I just need your okay to maybe do one episode how to actually build one of those, where to get the parts, how much you actually have to spend, so that maybe you, if you're interested, you could actually build your own preamp for a lot cheaper and actually kind of improve your production. As I already mentioned a million times, with preamps, it really makes sense to use the outboard gear. It just sounds a tiny bit better, and it's so hard to replicate it actually in software. Wherever I am, wherever you are. All done with another session, making music for the entire day, very concentrated. Another song finished, the one with Julia, the one that is a little bit moodier, darker and different, 100% done. I will now check if I will release it on my own label or maybe on another label, not really sure about that. And speaking of releases, of course, this Friday, my next release, Who Are We? Featuring Frankie. Can't wait to share this one with you. You probably all still remember the session we recorded the song in.
This time it's gonna be real, but if we just pretend it, who are we?
I think we got it. I think it's a wrap. Thanks a lot to Frankie. Thanks a lot to Justus. It was a whole lot of fun, and that song is now finally being released. Just like 3 more days. Also, if you're interested to work here in this building, in this studio, help me with the label and a lot of other stuff, there's still the link in the description where you can apply if you're interested. We're offering internships, and maybe if you're qualified enough, old enough, and have some experience, maybe even like a full-time job right here. So thanks a lot for watching. We'll see us tomorrow back again here in the studio, another day making music. Tomorrow I can actually share what I'm doing, because tomorrow I'm not working on something that is the secret, for example, the cover. So full working process tomorrow. And also don't forget, in a couple of days, the dance fair, where I'm doing on both days a masterclass and like some music business talk. Just come by, say hi, we'll be fine.